evolution is the different. Got it? The word evolution is generally understood to means, don't make noise, huh? Understood to mean gradual and continuous changes. So evolution in the plant and animal world can be explained in the following manner. So here the evolution in plant and animals are explained, means how the plants and animals are changing in the process of survival by adapting to environmental changes. Certain internal physical changes occur in some animals or species. So over a period of time, these internal changes become inherited characteristics seen in all following generation. Means that changes become permanent for the next generation. Thus, a new species with the characteristics different from the original may be created. Means as per the need of the human being, means animals or plant, there becomes changes, and that changes are for permanent for the next generation also. So such a species is usually more evolved than the original one. So sometimes the original species died out or become extinct. Why? Because the evolved generation comes. Sometimes more than one species evolved from the original one. The first scientist to give us systematic explanation of the concept of evolution was Charles Darwin. Who explained this method? Charles Darwin. The concept of evolution was given by Charles Darwin. Clear? So species which are capable of adapting the environmental changes are able to survive. The ones that cannot do so become extinct in the process of evolution. In ancient time, there were many species of a type of animal called dinosaurs. Dinosaurs in Greek means terrible. What is mean by dinosaurs? Terrible, or so means lizard or reptiles. Dinosaurs means terrible lizard. Okay, here are some pictures of dinosaurs. So dinosaur is the type of reptiles. It comes in the reptiles, and which is the very terrible. That reptiles are called dinosaurs. Okay, these also changing, means the changes took place in the body of dinosaurs. See, some of the dinosaurs were enormous in size. It appears that these species of enormous dinosaurs suddenly become extinct. Some sudden natural disasters or environmental changes is believed to be responsible for their extinction. Fossils of dinosaurs with wings have been discovered. Means some dinosaurs are with wings that discovered. It is believed that some species of two-legged and winged dinosaurs involved into birds, and that are involved into birds. Here is the skeleton of dinosaurs is given. See the picture, and here is the picture of dinosaurs with wing. See, In your book on page 16 is given.
Teacher, your voice is not coming properly.
Maybe range problem. I will send you video, okay? Again you listen carefully. Next point is the stages of evolution of animals. Means how the evolution in the animals took place. We have learned in the previous lesson that life on earth began with unicellular. We learned that the life on the earth it's begun from unicellular organisms known as protozoa. And where the protozoa found first? In water, right? So these unicellular organisms gave rise to multicellular living things. It unicellular gave rise to the multicellular living things. The multicellular organisms evolved gradually, and various classes of plants and animals come into being. Means you are thinking first living being comes into the water, and then how the all types of animals took place. That all comes from the evolution. So from unicellular they create multicellular living things, and from that the different types of animals and birds are take place. The following are the stages of evolution of animals, and it's called the evolution of animals. So first point in the evolution of animals is invertebrates. So animals without a backbone are called invertebrates. For example, snail. Here is the picture of snail. It does not have a backbone.
Teacher, your voice is not coming properly.
Okay. Please wait, huh?
Teacher, your voice is not coming. Teacher, your voice is cracking.
Second point is vertebrates. So vertebrates, animals which have a backbone, are called vertebrates. Look at the ones given below. What is given here? Fish. It has a backbone. So it's called vertebrates. So in that means the animals having backbones, there are also some division. We are dividing to the animals having backbone. So first is amphibians. So animals which live in water and also on land, for example frog, are called amphibians. Which are the amphibians animals? The animals which are living in water and also on land. For example, frog. Okay. After that, birds. Next is reptiles. Animals which crawl. For example, snake. Animals which crawl is called reptiles. After that, mammals. Mammals, for example, cow. Mammals are the most evolved animal among vertebrates. The following are the characteristics of most of the mammals. Growth of the baby in the mother's womb for some time before birth. Means before birth, babies are in the womb of the mother's womb. Okay, the baby is fed on the mother's milk for some time after birth. Means after taking birth, the small babies of mammals are taking mother's milk, not eating anything else. Okay, then the platypus and some species of anteater are exceptions to this. See here, platypus. Here is the platypus. This is the expansion. Means it is also mammals, but they are considered mammals because even though they lay egg, means the babies of platypus are not growing in the wombs of the mother. They are giving eggs, but then also they are considered as mammals. So this is the exception. They suckle
Teacher, your
their
voice
young
is
ones. Next point is apes. Apes are somewhat like human in appearance. They mostly lived on trees. Those species of apes which continue to live on trees retain their original ape-like form. However, in grassland, some apes species were forced to move around on the ground. These species evolved gradually and in time gave rise to the human species. This happened first on the African continents. Where it happened first? African continents. There are the apes living on the trees, means like monkeys. And from them, human beings take place. The first human species is called the primitive man, and it's called primitive man, and primitive means the first. In the next lesson we shall learn more about the evolution of the human species. Okay, so again you read this lesson. I will send you question answer for this lesson. Okay.